Hello, welcome to my channel, Side A, Side B. Today we're going to be doing a study on the third layer edges using the Keyhole method. Alright. We did some videos on the Keyhole method in the past, and we left some things open for a reason. We also gave some food for thought, some things to think about. Today we're going to be doing an exercise on the third layer edges using the Keyhole method. And if you recall, in the beginner method to solve the cube, to manipulate the third layer edges, we use an algorithm. And this piece stays in the same spot. This piece moves to here, this piece moves to here, and this piece moves to here. And if we use the same analogy of a baseball game, it's really an infield rotation. I guess we can call the algorithm the infield algorithm, or the infield rotation algorithm. But we're going to be doing a reversed version of that algorithm. So just consider this an exercise. We're going to be going from point A to point B, but we're not going to be backtracking back to our original source. We're going to be taking a different route back to our original source. We want to go back to where we started from. And to do that, we can start with a full cube, or we can get to a point where it's not a full cube, and you can start from there. So there's two different spots where we can start. We can either start from the full cube or a different spot, but we'll get there. So let's head out. So the notation for the reversed infield algorithm is this. If this is our front, and assuming that this is going to be our keyhole right here, it's this. It's F U R U prime R prime F prime. Do a U2. A U2 or a U2 prime is basically the same move. Apply the infield algorithm, the reversed version again, which is F U R U prime R prime F prime. Do a U2 again. Apply it one more time. F U R U prime R prime F prime. And we're just around the corner to a first pit stop. Point B. And for this, all we have to do is just do a U2 to get the pieces, the edge pieces in their correct spots. And for this version, so if you don't have a full cube to start off, assuming that you did the keyhole method to solve the first and second layer edges, and you came across this result, where if you notice, all the four edge pieces are in their correct spots, but they're unsolved. So again, the four edge pieces are in their correct spots, but unsolved. And that could be one result if you're doing the Keyhole method. Our next leg in the journey is to solve the third layer edges. All right, so here's the algorithm to do that. So we're setting off on our next leg of a journey. Here it is. F U prime, F prime, L prime, U, L, F, U prime, F prime, U, 2, L prime, U, L, F, U prime, F prime, U, F, U, F prime. And technically, they're all solved, but we just need to adjust our U to put the edges in their correct spots, officially in their correct spots. So officially, we've reached the next leg of our journey. And if you notice, all the edge pieces are in their correct spots and they're solved. Beautiful. All right, but we need to get back to our original position, right? At this point, it all depends on where your 5 corners are. But there is a result where it's possible to solve the cube with 2 applications of the belly flop algorithm. And actually, you can have 3 or 4 or 5 unsolved pieces. And that really depends on where you're at solving the cube. To put it really simply, we're at a stage where we can pose it as a puzzle. What's the least amount of applications of the belly flop algorithm to solve the 5 corner pieces? If you look at it that way, there's hundreds of puzzles to solve. If you recall, the belly flop algorithm manipulates the 3rd layer corners. The belly flop algorithm is very similar to the Infield algorithm. It manipulates the 3 corners. 1 corner stays the same. It's just doing a few moves, setting everything up, and then just apply the left or right-handed belly flop. All right, let's start heading back to our original spot. And if we're using the left-handed belly flop, they rotate in a clockwise way. If we use the right-hand belly flop, they rotate in counterclockwise. All right. So here's what we want to look for, right? I guess this is just a kind of a review. Now, if you recall with the belly flop algorithm, the reason why we call that is because if we apply that algorithm, this piece right here, if we apply the right-handed algorithm going this way, this piece, the piece jumps, does a belly flop, and lands in this spot right here. Okay, so this piece dives up like this, and it does a belly flop into this spot right here, right? So the white is facing that way, and the blue side is facing up, and the orange side just stays where it is. And that's what we want to try and solve. We want to solve 2 pieces. Right now we want to just solve 2 pieces. We're at the setup. All we need to do is solve 2 corner pieces. And these 2 pieces are a good starting point. And our next piece, if we apply the right-handed belly flop, we want this piece right here. We want the blue, yellow, and orange piece, which is right here. And let's say if we move that piece, if we move it right here, if we apply the right-handed belly flop algorithm, this piece is gonna fly here, this piece is gonna go here, and this piece is gonna jump and do a belly flop in this spot, right? But since we know how those pieces land, we can say that this piece right here will actually jump up and do a flip in the air and land right here. We'll do a belly flop. We'll jump up and do a belly flop right here. So if we do that, we know that the blue side is going to be on the orange side, and that's not going to be solved. So this is not in the correct position to apply the algorithm. All right. So we retrace our moves. So let's try another piece. Let's try a different spot. Okay, let's try it right here. And again, if this piece jumps up and does a belly flop in this spot, the yellow is going to be facing this way, and the yellow is not going to be matched up with the orange. So this is also in the incorrect spot. All right, and retrace our steps. Let's try it another way. All right, now this is starting to look good. So again, this is the position where it is, and we did just by looking at it, I guess this is the bottom. I guess this is the bottom. This is a B prime, and then an L prime. And now it's in its correct spot. This piece is going to be jumping up and landing on its belly in this spot right here. The orange is going to be facing orange. There it is. That's what we want. Two corner pieces that we want. All right, let's apply it. All right, and we just retrace our steps. All right, there it is. And now we're left with three corner pieces. They're not in their correct spots, and well, obviously they're not solved. So we look for another piece to start off with, and here's a good piece right here. And again, we can, these pieces are in a position where we can apply the left or right-handed belly flop. All we have to do is manipulate this piece right here. Now, if we apply the left-handed belly flop on this piece, we know that this piece is going to jump up, do a belly flop, and the orange piece is going to be facing in that direction, and it's going to line up. Nice. So this is the only piece that we need to worry about. And somehow this piece right here solves automatically. All right, now we need to move this piece into a spot where we can do the left or right-handed belly flop and see how it is. All right, let's see if we can do, I guess, 1, 2, a B2 or a B2 prime, which is basically the same thing. And then we move that piece there, and we know that piece is not going to be in its correct spot. This piece is not ready to go to do the belly flop because it's going to jump up, it's going to do a belly flop, and this red is going to be facing with the green. So that's not it. So we retrace our steps. Let's see let's see if this is in the correct spot, and also that this is also not in its correct spot to solve the cube, because this white piece is going to be facing on the green side. All right, now let's retrace our steps so our piece is back to where it was originally. Now let's see if we can move it right here, this piece. And this is looking good because this piece is going to jump up. This green side is going to be facing green. And there it is. And this one is going to be the left-handed belly flop. All right, let's apply it. And we retrace our steps here. And voila, we're back to point A. Beautiful. If you didn't start off with a full cube, then it's possible your 5 corners are going to be in different spots. So you could either have to use 1 or 2 or 3 applications of the belly flop algorithm. But really, this was a study, an exercise to solve the third layer edges. But if you've made it this far and solved the cube, congratulations. That wasn't too bad, was it? There's some legs in the journey to take a breather. Went to point A to point B, did a detour, back to our original spot. All right, this one I'm going to be, and to get that exercise down again, we're going to repeat it. All right, this time I'm not going to be saying anything. I'm just going to go through all the moves, all right? All right, so I'm going to be heading off with the infield algorithm reversed. Exercise done. Nice. Well, thanks for watching our channel. We're going to be doing another video very shortly. Another exercise in the third layer edges.